Success in both personal and professional relationships largely depends on communication. However, communication isn't just about talking, it's also about listening. Today, we're diving deep into techniques to master active listening. Mastering active listening can transform your relationships, boost your emotional intelligence, and improve collaboration in the workplace. In this video, we'll explore scientifically backed strategies to sharpen your listening skills, helping you understand and connect better with the people around you. By the end, you'll be equipped with the tools to become a more attentive and effective listener, making a lasting impact on your personal and professional life. Section 1. What is active listening? First, let's define what active listening truly is. Active listening goes beyond just hearing the words someone says. It's about fully focusing, understanding, and responding thoughtfully to the speaker. Unlike passive listening, which is simply hearing without engagement, active listening requires your undivided attention and emotional presence. According to a study published in the International Journal of Listening, active listening improves understanding and builds trust in interpersonal communication. People who actively listen tend to retain 25% more information than those who do not. When you practice active listening, you're not just preparing to respond. You're working to understand the speaker's perspective. So, how can you get better at this? Section 2. The importance of body language in active listening. Your body language plays a crucial role in showing that you're engaged in a conversation. Small, conscious actions can convey interest and attention without saying a word. 1. Eye contact. Maintain gentle, consistent eye contact to show the speaker that you're engaged. 2. Nodding. A slight nod of the head signals to the speaker that you're following along and understanding what they're saying. 3. Posture. Leaning slightly forward and maintaining an open posture demonstrates attentiveness. Research from psychological science indicates that 55% of communication is nonverbal, with body language forming a huge part of how we interpret conversations. This means that by adjusting our body language, we can drastically improve our listening ability. Section 3. The power of silence. In our fast-paced world, silence is often undervalued. However, it's a powerful tool for active listening. Why is silence important? 1. It gives the speaker space to express their thoughts fully. 2. It helps you process what the speaker is saying before forming a response. 3. It communicates respect and patience. Pausing before responding not only shows the speaker that you're thoughtful, but also prevents miscommunication by allowing both parties to digest information fully. A study from the Harvard Business Review found that leaders who practice active listening, including the use of silence, are 62% more effective in resolving conflicts in the workplace. This is because silence fosters deeper understanding and mutual respect.
Section 4. Reflective listening techniques. Reflective listening is one of the most effective methods to engage with the speaker actively. This involves paraphrasing or summarizing what the speaker has said to confirm understanding. Here's how you can do it. 1. Paraphrasing. Restate the speaker's message in your own words to confirm what you've heard. Example: so, what I'm hearing is that you're frustrated with the new project deadlines. Is that correct? 2. Summarizing. Provide a brief overview of the key points discussed. Example: it sounds like the main issue is the lack of communication between the teams. We need to focus on improving that. According to the Journal of Applied Psychology, using reflective listening can reduce misunderstandings in conversations by 67%. By clarifying key points, you ensure both parties are on the same page, leading to more productive and meaningful conversations. Section 5. Asking open-ended questions. Active listeners ask open-ended questions to dig deeper into the conversation. These questions cannot be answered with a simple yes or no and encourage the speaker to elaborate. Examples of open-ended questions include: can you tell me more about your thoughts on this? How did that situation make you feel? What are the challenges you're currently facing? By using open-ended questions, you show genuine interest in the speaker's thoughts and emotions, which fosters stronger relationships. A study from the American Journal of Communication found that individuals who frequently ask open-ended questions are perceived as better communicators. This simple technique can increase trust and openness in relationships by 50%. Section 6. Avoiding interruptions and judgment. One of the biggest obstacles to active listening is interrupting or prematurely judging what the speaker is saying. Interruptions can make the speaker feel undervalued and disrupt the flow of the conversation. Here's how to avoid these habits. Resist the urge to jump in. Focus on fully understanding the speaker's point before offering advice or opinions. Hold back judgment. Try to listen with empathy, even if you don't agree with everything the speaker says. A University of Washington study found that conversations where one party interrupts regularly are 42% less productive. On the other hand, those who allow for uninterrupted dialogue foster a more open and constructive exchange of ideas. Section 7. Empathy in active listening. Empathy is at the heart of active listening. It involves putting yourself in the speaker's shoes and trying to understand their emotions and point of view. To practice empathetic listening, you can 1. Acknowledge the speaker's feelings. Use phrases like, "I understand how that could be frustrating," to show that you're not only hearing their words but also feeling their emotions. 2. Avoid offering solutions too quickly. Often, people just want to be heard rather than given immediate advice. Ask if they're looking for solutions or simply need someone to listen. Research from the University of Michigan shows that empathetic listeners can enhance their relationships by 60% and are more likely to build long-lasting personal and professional connections.
Section 8. Managing distractions. In a world full of distractions, staying focused during a conversation can be difficult. Here are ways to minimize distractions. Put away devices. Keep your phone out of sight and avoid multitasking during conversations. Stay present. Consciously remind yourself to stay in the moment and fully engage with the speaker. Environmental awareness. If you're in a noisy or distracting setting, suggest moving to a quieter location. According to a report by Stanford University, people who eliminate distractions during conversations retain up to 60% more information. By managing distractions, you create an environment conducive to active listening. Section 9. Active listening in professional settings. Mastering active listening is especially crucial in the workplace. Whether you're leading a team, managing client relationships, or collaborating with colleagues, active listening enhances communication and fosters trust. How to apply active listening at work. 1. During meetings, summarize key points at the end of each discussion to ensure everyone is on the same page. 2. With employees or colleagues, practice empathetic listening, especially when dealing with conflicts or concerns. Ask open-ended questions to get to the root of issues. The Harvard Business School reports that companies with leaders who practice active listening have 47% higher employee engagement rates. This demonstrates the direct correlation between strong listening skills and workplace success. Section 10. The role of emotional intelligence in active listening. Active listening is closely tied to emotional intelligence, EQ, which is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions while being empathetic to the emotions of others. 1. Self-awareness. Be mindful of how your own emotions might affect your listening. For instance, if you're stressed or upset, it may cloud your ability to listen attentively. 2. Emotional regulation. Practice controlling your emotional responses during conversations, particularly in tense or heated situations. A study from the Institute for Health and Human Potential found that professionals with high emotional intelligence are more likely to succeed in leadership roles, largely due to their superior listening and empathy skills.
Section 11. The impact of active listening on relationships. Effective communication is the foundation of any strong relationship, and active listening is a key component. Whether with family, friends, or partners, actively listening helps strengthen bonds and foster deeper connections. 1. Validation. Show the speaker that their thoughts and feelings are valid and important to you. 2. Responsiveness. Respond thoughtfully and appropriately to what they've said, demonstrating that you fully understood them. The Journal of Social and Personal Relationships published research showing that couples who practice active listening are 35% more likely to report higher levels of relationship satisfaction. Section 12. How to practice active listening daily. Active listening is a skill that requires continuous practice. Here's how you can implement it daily. Set intentions. Before each conversation, set the intention to be fully present and engaged. Reflect. After conversations, reflect on how well you listened and identify areas for improvement. Practice with small interactions. Start with simple daily interactions, whether it's with a barista, colleague, or family member, and focus on actively listening to them. Studies from the Center for Effective Communication show that individuals who consciously practice active listening improve their listening skills by 30% within just 3 months. Mastering active listening is a powerful tool for enhancing both personal and professional relationships. By practicing techniques like reflective listening, empathetic responses, and minimizing distractions, you can significantly improve the quality of your interactions. Active listening fosters understanding, builds trust, and creates meaningful connections. So, start practicing today, and see the transformative impact it can have on your life. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content on self-improvement and personal growth.